loud poets. Please clap your hands, stamp your feet, and make some noise for your host and compere, Kevin McLean.
That is what I am talking about. Hello, everyone. It is so good to see you here. Let's get that elephant in the room out of the way. I am not Kevin McLean. I am not, in fact, a large, very ginger, very Scottish man. My name is Katie Ailes. I'm going to be your host for tonight. Unfortunately, Kevin broke his foot yesterday, and our hosting style is not conducive to calmly sitting and relaxing, so he isn't able to make it this evening. But I do believe he is watching from the live stream. So hello, Kev. I hope that you are resting and icing. And also hello to everyone else who is joining us on the live stream this evening and everyone who is here in person. It is so good to be here. As I said, my name's Katie. I'm one of the directors of Loud Poets. Give me a whoop if you have been to a Loud Poets show before. It's like the front row. It's like half of the slammers like, yeah! Give me a whoop if you have never been to a Loud Poets show before. Someone's woo sounds really like a boo, and it is throwing me the hell off. I'm like, oh God, what have I done? Yeah, that's exactly as I expected. So we don't make it south very often. We are a Scotland-based night. We've been running nights up in Scotland for about 11 years now, exactly 11 years now. It is our birthday. We just celebrated our 11th birthday over the weekend. Thank you, lovely Panto audience. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So yeah, we run all sorts of events all over the country. We run open mics and showcases and workshops and fringe shows. And we run slams, which is what y'all are in for this evening. For the last 3 years, we have been running an annual poetry slam series. On the first 2 years that we ran these, we had 6 heats all over Scotland. First year went freaking awesome. We're like, yeah, great. Okay, we're going to do this again. Run another slam heat all over Scotland. They culminate in a grand slam final at the Edinburgh International Book Festival up in Edinburgh, which is just kick-ass. So they were so much fun, and we were like, for this year, we're doing it bigger, we're doing it better, we are opening it out. So this year, we have 10 heats, and for the first time ever, tonight, we are having our first ever non-Scottish heat. Birmingham Heat. It is such a treat to be going further afield and meeting new poets. I have not heard the work of so many of the slammers tonight, and I am just so freaking excited to hear them and to get to experience a new scene. And as soon as we decided that we were going to be doing heats outside of Scotland, we knew exactly who we wanted to work with. It is such a joy to be back at VERVE. We were here 5 years ago. We love them to bits. Can we get a massive round of applause for the VERVE team on their opening night? I have so much admiration for what VERVE does in terms of showcasing not only poetry for the page, but spoken word, really embodied poetry. They have been just absolute champions of it across the Midlands, but really further afield and really bringing this community together. So it is such a delight to get to be partnering with them and kicking off the festival. So excited for what else is coming next. So I keep using the word slam, and I feel like there might be some people in the audience who are like, what's this chick talking about? What's a slam? What's happening here? Give me a cheer if you have been to a slam before. Damn. Okay, awesome. Give me a cheer if you have never been to a slam before. It's my favorite thing, because the people who've been to slams are like, yes. And the people who've never been are like, yes. What is about to happen? What's going to happen, so we're going to line up all the poets, and I'm just going to body slam them, just one by one. I hear laughter like, you're tiny. Well, I got muscles. This jacket hides things. No, what a slam is, it is a live poetry competition. So you're going to see 12 incredible poets performing their work, and we are going to judge them for it. which is a silly, silly thing to do, to judge art. But what slams are really about is not the points, it's not the competition. It's about getting incredible artists in a room, gathering them together, really fostering that community and motivating them to do some really kick-ass poetry. So you guys up for that? Does that sound good? It's gonna be a really, really good night. Everyone I talk to keeps being like, your lineup is incredible. Do you know who's on your lineup? Your lineup is amazing. All these slammers are awesome. And I'm like, we drew their names out of a hat, but like, I'm super excited. It's gonna be dope. So the way that our slams work is we have 3 rounds. So in the first round, we're gonna have all 12 poets perform. They have 3 minutes at the mic to perform an original poem. Timer starts as soon as their poem starts. And they might perform poems about any number of things. The joy of a poetry slam is we don't know what they're going to perform when they're up here. So you might get some comedy, you might get some rage, you might get something really deep and poignant. It'll really run the gamut. And that's really the most beautiful thing, I think, about a slam. So first round, everyone's going to perform. We're going to have a wee break at the interval, do some maths. And then when we come back for the second round, we will whittle it down. We're going to have 6 poets in the second round. We'll do some very, very speedy maths. And then for the third round, we're going to whittle it down again. We're only going to have 3 finalists. And for the third round, we like to throw a little challenge their way in the form of our loud musician, Mr. Jack Hanks. Can we get a wee cheer for Jack? Jack is also pulling double duty tonight as our photographer. He has too many talents. I don't like it. So what we do is in the third round, our poets will have a musician to accompany them. So Jack will improvise along with their work because, you know, the poets are already absolutely stressed out of their minds, and we figured let's just fuck with them. So it's fun. So that is how it'll work. And then we will do one final bit of maths, and then at the end, we will have our winner. What are they going to win? I hear you whisper. They are going to win. The winner tonight will take home £200. Yes. Not literally, they will have to invoice for it because we feel like giving someone £200 cash and then telling a large room of people that we've given them £200 cash is like maybe not the best. But yeah, they will get a £200 prize. They will also qualify for our Grand Slam final, which will take place in Edinburgh in August, which has a grand prize of £3,000. That deserved a bigger cheer. 3,000. But like, if you know anything about poetry or just money, this is a lot. We wanted to make it a big prize because spoken word, you know, there are big prizes for poetry on the page that are sort of equivalent to that, but there wasn't really anything like that for spoken word. We think spoken word is awesome. We think it deserves a prize that big. So that is the prize for our champion at the Grand Slam final. But, you know, 200 quid, 3 grand. The real prize is this beauty over here. Give a wee cheer for the belt. Scared me a little gaggle of people up before the slam just like trying to hoist it. And everyone was like, it's so heavy. It's so surprisingly heavy. We definitely did not construct 3 years of annual slam series just to make a wrestling belt. No, Creative Scotland, no. Yes, so they will have temporary custody of the belt and also be able to call themselves the Loud Poets Birmingham Slam Champion for the next year. So pretty damn excited about that. So that is how our slam works. How are we going to score these poets? How are we going to judge them? Well, for that, we have 3 eminently qualified judges. The first is our resident Loud Poets judge. Please give a massive round of applause for Mr. Mark Gallie. Everyone on the team is sort of pulling double duty tonight, so Mark is also filming this evening. Mark is usually the guy behind the camera, so he films all of our shows, which means that he watches them live and then also watches them again as he's editing. I think he's one of the people in the UK who has seen the most poetry just through that process. So he has a poet himself, so he is very, very qualified to be judging this evening. Our second judge is someone who also sees a lot of poetry and reads a lot of poetry. It's none other than the director of VERVE himself. Please give a massive cheer for Stuart Bartholomew. Stuart, I'm sure many folks in the room will know, does just tremendous work both through the festival and the publishing arm. And it is such an honor to have him on our judging team this evening. And our third judge, I feel like I almost maybe don't even need to introduce this person because he is such a local legend, such a freaking hero. Give a round of applause for Casey Bailey. Casey plays with words in so many brilliant ways as a poet, as a musician, as an educator as well, is just one of those incredible people who I just have so much respect for. And I am absolutely delighted to have him on the judging panel. Casey is also playing a very special role in our slam, which is the role of the sacrificial poet, which means that in a moment, I'm going to take out a ceremonial dagger and I'm going to stab him in the heart. The number of people who didn't laugh were like, yeah. Casey's just like, yeah, they didn't put that in the contract. Yeah, the sacrificial poet is there because slams can be scary. Slams can be intimidating, especially if it's your first time doing them. And so we get a poet to warm up the mic. We get a poet to go first, do the first poem of the evening, get you guys warmed up, get us all in the mood for poems. And Casey is going to be filling that role for us this evening. So very, very excited to have him on board. The poets are just going to be judging in terms of two things. They're going to be judging the poems on the quality of the text, the quality of the writing, and the quality of the performance. So how you write it, how you perform it, nice and simple, nice and easy. That's how we do it. But we don't want you guys, you audience, beautiful people, to worry about any of that. You're not judging, you're not analyzing. As I said, slams are really scary. So what I need you guys to do is to give all of these poets, give every single slammer tonight a huge amount of love and support and encouragement. Do y'all think you can do that? That was pretty good. But guys, this is a loud poet slam. Do you guys think you can do that? There it is. Let's burst those eardrums. That is what I'm talking about. Brilliant. So we've got, I think that's all the information you need to know. The last ingredient is, of course, our beautiful poets. So in a moment, I'm just going to read out their names and Birmingham. There's something you need to know. So what this makes it sound so serious. It's not serious to anyone who hasn't been to one of our slams before. What we've gotten into the custom of doing, right? I'm going to read out all of these names and we're going to have one clap at the end. Okay? I know y'all are like, yeah, but my cousin's here and I'm gonna snap for them. No. I'm gonna have one clap at the end. All right? And we've never been successful because audiences are lovely and they just want to applaud for everyone. So this has never worked until last month. Glasgow nailed it. So we know it can be done. All right. So Birmingham, your slammers for this evening are Astrid Solace. Oh, y'all are good. Oh, y'all are good. Astrid Solace, Ben McPherson, Bradley Taylor, Felpunk, Hannah Burrows, Henry Madd, Jodie Ann Bickley, Kate Ireland, Kobe, Lexia Legend, Lily Redwood, and Tina Setterholm. Go nuts! It wasn't Glasgow, but that was damn good. That was damn good. Beautiful. So those are your slammers. What I'm going to do is when I introduce them to the stage, I will say who's on deck, so who's up after the next poet up, and then I will say who's up next. Again, you don't need to worry about that. That's more for the slammers who are frantically trying to remember and think through their poems and not really thinking about names, and just so I say their names a lot of times. Brilliant. I think that is everything I need to say. I'm going to be speaking progressively less as the night goes on because it is not about me. It is about the poems. So guys, are you ready for some poetry? Hell yeah. So please join me in welcoming our absolutely amazing sacrificial poet for this evening. Give all of your love to Casey Bailey.
Hello. It's horrible when people say nice things about you. Okay, cool. I'm hopefully going to remember this poem. It goes like this, probably. On any other day, I wouldn't have heard the Hindu murdering Whitney's. I'm going to lose it now. On any other day, I wouldn't have heard the Hindu murdering Whitney's Saving All My Love. Wouldn't have analyzed the fact that the older lady with no sash had a falsetto that would have made her stick out as a ringer if this was a choir contest. Sober against a slobber of alcohol, but definitely also drunk. Today, when the reach for my AirPods failed me like my memory a few minutes before, I am barebacking the ambience. And it's not serving. I'm lost in the fact that that song is about a man having an affair. I wonder where the stag do's got to. I wonder if the father with the child has a dummy to stop the screaming. I have 3 children, have used 0 dummies, but we are beyond ideology. Why would they sing that song on a Hindu? Why would they sing ever? I've been in love for over half of my life and I've never attempted a back somersault. I'm not saying that love isn't magic. I'm saying they can't sing. As the song comes to an end, I exhale before relief is stolen. The young one says, Mariah or Christina? We are 3 minutes and 45 seconds into a 1 hour and 19-minute train journey, and my AirPods are in my car. Thank you. Cool. I want to say to the wonderful slammers, remember, the things that we count aren't necessarily the things that count. You guys are going to be amazing. Live the dream, have fun, and enjoy yourself.
Incredible stuff, incredible stuff. That is why we get Casey to be our sacrificial poet. Guys, are you ready to kick off the slam? All right, then let's waste no time. Please join me in welcoming our first slammer. So on deck, we've got Ben McPherson, but coming to the stage now, please give all your love to Astrid Solis.
Trigger warnings for kind of mention of transphobia and trans misogyny. I'm a transgender woman, which basically means that I look like this, but I sound like this. And this poem that's kind of about that. I think I found my new calling. I want to join a barbershop quartet. I can vaguely hold a note, and I've always thought that pinstripe is sexy, but I fear I've far too many tits now to fit in with that crowd. It might be my only regret from being a boy. I wasted time as my vocals dipped. I checked and ticked falsetto and tenor. I entered the range and swiftly left before I even got my straw hat measured. I want to go to bed straight away when I get in from a poetry night. I can't do that anymore. Too much makeup to take off and skincare routines to do. That's probably my biggest regret from when I was a boy. I didn't appreciate the joys of falling asleep 10 seconds after arriving home with a falafel as a pillow. I want sex that lasts less than an hour and a half. Sometimes. But sapphic sensibilities have taken to me well. Even in the before times, I never wore the trousers in the relationships, and Doc Martens stock size 8, so the shoe fits, so to speak. I'll stomp through this city till it makes my ankles weak. I want to find myself in a bar that sells cider for £3 a pint, find the barman, grab his arm and shout across the bar, I am here alone and ready to be taken advantage of. I want to be allowed to leave a bar without being escorted out for making a scene. I want to exist on dating apps and not receive pics of small and wonky dicks. I want to walk past a car dealership and not get catcalled. I want to get angry for more than 10 seconds and not be called a man. I want to... I want to be allowed to get angry for more than 10 seconds and not be called a man. I want to ask the man on the bus who insists that the Egyptians knew more about the surface of the ocean than we know about outer space what the fuck he means by that. I want a handbag which has contents weighing under 3 kilograms. I seek the simplicity of the calendar of a monogamous person. I want to not be frustrated at every interaction. I want to, for once, not be forced into action, but I'm not going back. The frustrations are minor. I hated the life that I found myself in, so I turned myself into the face of adversity, and now I can't seem to find a room and not face animosity, but I will speak for a minute, and I'll sing with a smile, and I'd rather be this than a tenor for a while. Thank you.
Acting solo several. Keep that applause going. On deck, we've got Bradley Taylor and Gunny up to the mic. It's Ben McPherson.
Good evening, my darlings. We're going to keep on a queer theme. But look. A notification wants my attention. Several of them, apparently. The thing is, I know what they'll say, and I've got a pretty good idea who they're from. Hey, Daddy. You up? Or better yet, woo too, for those who don't know. What are you up to? And the answer is always the same. Nothing. You're really hairy. Yeah. I love bears. Oh yeah? Got a face? I'm discreet. Oh, I'm not gonna share it. Just my rule. Well, that might be your rule, but if we form a relationship, will you wear a bag? Or if we hook up, don a balaclava or have plastic surgery or blindfold me? Which I'm not averse to. That's your asshole. What do you want to do to me? Are you really dominant? Well, I know what you're looking for. You've gone on a bear hunt. You're trying to catch a big one. You're not scared. But you are. So I tell you what you want to hear. Hot. Blocked. I'm left alone, and I think to myself, I'm a fetish. I think that's starting to get to me.
They love slams. All right, everyone, we had Bell Punk on deck, but please give a massive round of applause as we welcome them to the stage, Bradley Taylor.
This is a conversation I had with my parents' neighbour Brian, who's the kind of guy who never shuts the fuck up. He went like this. Bloody hell, Bradley, never guess who I bumped into the other day. You know your old mate Izzy? You know, the one you did all those musicals with in school. Well, I saw her mum Sarah Ross walking the dog in the park. You know, she got that three-legged Labradoodle who's always humping that manky teddy bear she carries around with her. Well, I saw her Ross, and she's looking well, by the way. You know, since the operation on her corneas. She said to me, Brian, I've got a new lease of life, she said. I can see as clear as day, and I can see straight through Kevin's bullshit even better than I could before. You know her husband, Kevin, obsessed with trains, stands on the bridge, even in the rain. Well, he's been down in his little shed again, hasn't he? Building his little model railway. He's had all his old boys round the other night, she said, in the shed. You know Baddy with the massive head, and Gary with the one glass eye, and the other one that wonders, and Nosy Nick, all of them sardined in the shed they was, all cracking open a can at the same time the ice cream van went past, so the Sarah wouldn't hear a thing, but she did, she said. He's still going, by the way, you know the ice cream man with his gold brills and criminal record on his snowman special if he asked for a flake made out of ice. He got out in the spring, he did, just before the summer rush. He's all right, actually, I think, just a bit rough around the edges. Anyway, sorry, where was I? Oh, yeah, so Nosy Nick was there. You know Nosy Nick. You do know Nosy Nick. Oh, you know Nosy Nick. He's the retired veterinarian, and that vet's next door to the taxidermist, just next door to the zoo, and he's got that daughter who's a lesbian. Anyway, so last Saturday was bloody fucking freezing that now, wasn't it? Bloody fucking freezing. Just don't know what to do in this weather, do you? Put the heating on, put the heating off? I don't know, I don't think so. Although I was worried for a moment about a little old Edna. You know little old Edna. Lives at number 66, looks like a waxworker the Queen, put in the furnace a bit too long. He's blind in one eye, has all those cats and can barely walk and has that little walking stick. Oh, bless her. Well, she's dead. Yeah, happened last Tuesday. Well, the ambulance pulled up about 6 a.m. So preaked at number 72, so we're all through his curtains. Nosy bastard. Anyway, so if you've got to be somewhere, so I saw your mate's mum Sarah, right, walking the dog in the park. Should we Glenn? You know Glenn. You do know Glenn. Oh, you know Glenn. He's hugging like a horse he is. You can see it through his lycra on his Sunday morning fun runs. Anyway, so I saw your mate's mum Sarah, right, in the park. Should we Glenn? And your mate's mum Sarah told me to tell you that your mate Izzy, well, she says hello. Oh, buddy. She also said to tell you that Izzy's moving away next month up to Edinburgh. Yeah. Oh, you never guess who she's moving up there with. Nosy next daughter, you know that. Very, very good friends, apparently. We're very close for a very long time. And she can't wait to leave this place, apparently. She said it's a dead end. Everybody in each other's business all the time. And once he knows, and then she knows, and then they know, and you can't have a bit of privacy around here. Can't keep nothing to yourself. I've no idea where she's got that from. But anyway, I'll let you get on. Oh, and if anyone asks, you heard none of that from me.
Tell her, everyone! We're gonna keep that energy going. This next free cat on deck. We've got Hannah Thorles for coming up next. Battle Punch!
As I'll keep it quick, I'm bursting for the piss. Political theory, lesson 1, there is no such thing as a nation state. And he says to me, are you taking the mick? With his slick back hair and his empty eyes, screeching lullabies that sound like God Save the King. This is Britain! Huh? Yeah, all the adverts are full of crap and the banks sell credit cards to unsuspecting queers. Happy Pride, though, if you buy our shit. Now, but at least we can all sing the national anthem, can't we? God save our stinking breath, our fish and chicks, our sweat, our death. And if you don't like it, you can fuck off. God save the ticket inspectors that kick kids off of cross-country trains for no other reason than they haven't bought a ticket. Or safeguarding, sounds a bit woke to me. Yeah. No such thing as grief in this country, though. Yeah, no such thing as victims, not the bodies shipwrecked on a rock shore or frozen on cold stone floors. Oh, no. We don't have none of that. See, your problem is that you haven't learned. Because the trick is you've got to close your eyes, close your ears, and shut your gob. Because this is Britain, yeah.
Folks, we had Henry Mad on deck, but please get that applause rumbling up because coming to the stage now, we've got Hannah Brum.
Content warning, I guess, for if you don't like worms. This is not the poem for you. Yeah. This poem is called Worm Song, or My Younger Self Only Understands Bug Metaphors. No one tells you how to live after you've been split down the middle. Watching your other half, still sickled in soil, see sky for the first time. How, without the violence of a mirror, touching your reflection is like that numb hand a party feeling, all shy giggles and tingles and goosebumps. And you could be anyone, suddenly shy upon meeting yourself. That clean cut of side profile, body all blush and bright with new beginnings. You reach out, touch your new right cheek, watch undamaged blood pink it up. Feel your heart beat outside of your chest for the first time. No one tells you how to be the little girl cutting worms into twin lives in the garden when you're also the thing beneath her hands that refuses to die. How to watch yourself unfallow. Unfurl a new body, mind, liver, spleen, how to multiply. No one tells you which side to pick when you've been split down the middle and time only has the hands for one of you. But watching yourself Push gently off the ground, stepping lighter on the soil, you'll know. You'll say, yes. Yes, I'll take the weight. Yes, take it. This life is yours. Thank you.
Heck yeah. I want to explain as well for folks who are hearing clicking, because we've heard it for some of the poems so far. If you've never really been to a lot of poetry events, it's a way of showing support for the poets. I explain it because we were once at a slam in Glasgow, and one of our dear pals, a poet called Jim Monaghan, we were out sort of in the smoking area during the half, and he went, and I cannot do his accent, I do apologize, Jim, but he went, "What's that damn sound? Who's eating crisps?" We were like, "Jim, it's a sign of love." He was like, "No, stop eating crisps." So if anyone is thinking that we're a snacking audience, that is actually what is going on. Explanatory note over. Let's get on with the slam. On deck, we've got Jodie Ann Bickley, but coming up to the mic next, please give all your love for Henry Mad.
I'd like to tell you about one of my favourite childhood memories, that's all right. It's of a Saturday morning. Not one morning in particular, more like a few, kind of stacked together so you can't see the individual parts of them. Kind of like a pack of biscuits that you can't get into because you lost the little tear here bit. You see, back before Saturday mornings were colonised by exhaustion from late night hospitality shifts, they were about two things and two things only. And that was biscuits and Saturday morning telly. For me and my brother Sam, this meant Dick and Dom and Pokemon, SMTV and Deck and Cat Dealey. Can you dig it? Yes, we can. Thank you very much, Fern Cotton. Up and out of bed by 7. We are two sneaky mice in matching pajamas, shuffle down the stairs, straight through to the kitchen. Sam gives me a boost onto the counter. Hard surface, bony knees, cupboard open, pack of bickies, custard creams, get in. And we never learned how to stop at 1 or 2. And then it's onto the sofa for the next 4 hours, and these hours are hours. You see, growing up, I was bullied a lot. That's nothing new. So I hid in these mornings, brother, biscuits, cartoons, and nothing could take that away. Except age. At a certain point, we performed this routine for the last time and didn't know it. I'll close my eyes and search for the moment. School bell rings, I'm older now. Sam lives halfway round the world. Friday nights are a thing now. You know, I still bosh biscuits, but I switched to ginger nuts when custard creams weren't enough. Then I started hobbing it with bourbons, running party rings round rich teas. No, I never learned to stop at 1 or 2. And now Saturday mornings are greeted with eyes wide like jammy dodgers in strange rooms. I don't see my brother very much anymore. I don't see the boy I was back then very much anymore. He knows I will rob his smile if I see him, so he stays hidden. I guess these mice became men, or at least tried to. And now it's 5 a.m. at an after party and I can't get comfy. I feel something digging into my chest. I look down and realise I'm clutching a pack of biscuits against myself so hard that I've smashed them all. I want to get in to fix them, but I can't, so I've lost a little tear here bit and I start panicking like I didn't mean to kill it, George. I was just petting it. My intentions are irrelevant. Emotional growth stuck in arrested development. I just need to rest a bit. I just need to sleep on this evil, digesting it. I just need to speak, but I'm feeble. Wanted to help, made a mess of it. Ended up breaking it. I'm making it worse. I'm making a mockery. Life's getting on top of me. Fighting myself, final boss that is stopping me. Dick and Don, where have you gone, man? Your services are needed. Because someone is bullying me, but the bully is me. So buy my brother a ticket home, a pack of biscuits, and please put on the TV.
Next, we are halfway through the first round of the slam. How you feeling? Me too. Hot damn. Oh boy, Birmingham. Oh boy. I have no words. They have them all. I'm excited to see the second half of the first round. So please give all your love. We have on deck, we've got Kate Ireland, but coming up to the stage now, please give a massive round of applause for Jodie Ann Bickley.
I'm scared. I'm scared in 20 years I'm going to come looking for you. I'm scared I'm going to have waited that long for you to remember everything I always do. You'll look back and you'll remember my face from some place once. And I'll try and recreate that spark in my eye that made you fall for me in the first place. But this time it won't be love. It'll be heartbreaking. It's weird how showing them at your eyes for different reasons. You'll introduce me to your wife as a friend you once had, and kids that we'd named on various drives home. And make up a husband, they've only to hide being alone whilst praying for your divorce, but never act upon it. Now, I promise, I'm just scared all this is actually going to happen. I've got to prepare myself for it. You'd offer me a drive home and I'd pray for traffic. Talk about current affairs whilst I counted your eyelashes. 93 over 90. Hope you lost the last 3 on wishes about me. How some days you couldn't be without me, but I'm guessing it's just old age at this point. I'd repeat, I am not okay with this, over and over, so loudly, pressing the hazard light repeatedly in the horn so everybody could hear what heartbreak sounds like. Hypothetically, I wouldn't actually do that, but I'd want to. I'd touch your ring finger and you'd say, you're being inappropriate, and I'd say, well, sometimes you've got to feel it to know it. So it's not how it works. I'd tell you to touch my chest so you could feel how it hurts, and you'd do it, just to prove your point, and you'd look back on the road once I'd proven mine. If time is a healer, mate, I'm counting every last second. Whilst you talk about planned holidays, but I wouldn't listen. You'd say you're being stubborn. I'd say, well, at least you remember one thing. You shout everything and break. You stopped on double yellows and I waited for you to elaborate. You didn't. You never elaborated. You just made your point, expecting me to guess it, like I have been all this time, and silence never echoed so loudly. I know that sounds cliche, but it hadn't. I said, look, breathe out once if you love me and stop if you don't. You smiled and said in one breath, there's a spark in your eye that even now makes you think you're capable of ruling the world. I've thought this day through 1,000,000 times, but I didn't expect it to still hurt. And I know you still like lemon raisin ice cream. I can smell it on your breath. And I've loved you for the longest time. But sometimes you have to forget. We drove on. 15 minutes it took. I imagined myself in a Miranda July story and looked for other passengers in love with their drivers. I spotted one, maybe 2. You have a beard now. You never liked facial hair. It made you feel like a hobbit. You look absolutely dashing. I hate it. Thank you for the drive home and you apologise for the traffic. Go to close the door. You shout 83 over 90 eyelashes. You gotta let go if you love me. I said, okay. This is getting over you. Thank you.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. No words, no words. Guys, we have Kobe on deck, but please give so much love because coming up to the stage is Kate Ireland.
This is a short letter to the love of my life, reality TV.
I want to be spoon-fed, low-maintenance guff. I want ambient culture and high-stakes trash. I want scrape-in-the-barrel fluff, mush. I want tat and crap, sleaze and cheese. I do not want intellectual. I do not want subtitles. I do not want obscure, avant-garde, philosophical, alternative, challenging. I want normal. I want vapid. I want popular. I want what everyone else wants. I want English. I want great British flake flaff and fill up my cheeks with sweet treats. I want to sink my teeth. I want women served up as meat. I want carbon copied, cookie cutter, cop out and cheat. I want my personality to be consumed. I want to talk about nothing else for weeks. So all my pals are sick to death of hearing about it. I want real people to withdraw from me. I want to follow all the contestants on Instagram. I want somewhere to project my misfired hatred. I want slaughtered and slated. I want animosity and grandiosity. I want a microdose on their lust, disappointment, despair, spectacle. I want blind faith, devotion. I want the skeptics to be skeptical. I want to disassociate so ferociously that I fully believe I'm in a villa in Mallorca ready to be pulled for a chat. I want milk written in blood across my forehead. I want circus acts. I want to be deported into another dimension. I want narcissists and gaslighters and perverts seeking attention. I want cringe. I want terrible first impressions. I want revealing DTs. I want conceptual depravity. I want reality, reality, reality. I refuse to connect the dots. I refuse independent thought. This is not irony. This is what I want. I don't want your Danish noir dwelling on the postmodern ontological degeneration from the Scandinavian oeuvre. No, I want dates, dinner parties, exes, beaches, islands, dresses, cakes. I want attraction, altercation, honesty, tits, tattoos, and fate. I want fights, flesh, fingers, and false accusations. I want squabbles, smirks, smacks, and ritual humiliation. I want cultish. I want Lord of the Flies. I want tension. I want manic. I want to know who to adore and who to despise. I want dread and desire. I want gut-curdlingly embarrassing chats around the fire. I want someone else's spliced up version of real. I don't want to feel. I want to be numb. I want to succumb. I want to float away into the warm water of a dream and come back to the waking world to an episode I've already fucking seen. I want that to be okay, because predictable is what I crave. I want to crave. I want depraved. I want monotone implants, diet fads, and men called Chad. I want horror stories and happy endings. I want babes, boats, bust-ups, and breakups. I want a break. I want ease. I want comfort. I want calm. I want nothingness. I want to stop the earthquake spasm in my palms. I want curtains drawn in the same clothes for days. I want dirty face wipes, granola cement bowls, and body odor haze. I want repeat, repeat, repeat. Hot summer sun creeping through broken blinds onto dirty sheets. I don't want to die alone. I want non-committal. I want to postpone. I want Claudia Winkleman, Davina McCall, and Caroline Flack. I want to ride the waves of emotion without moving a single muscle. I just want my fucking life back.
Please keep that applause going. Keep it rolling. Keep it ramping up. On deck, you've got Lexi, a legend. You come up to the mic now. Got it.
Make some noise if you know what perspicacious means. Yeah, I'm gonna love this. Perspicacious. I'm so perspicacious. A lie that word's gracious. Yeah, I speak slang, but you're shocked I'm loquacious. I saw that. I'm perspicacious. You see my dreadlocks, perhaps some earrings. But I do things. I dream things, but because of what he thinks and what she thinks, it's harder for me to achieve things. I peed this and I still win. I'm perspicacious. You see, I love my complexion, but in my recollection, I was reduced to a monolith and then a vocal inflection, so I changed their perception. I've been tapped in since conception. I'm perspicacious. When I say I'm a proud Ashanti, they're shocked back home I live in a mansion and not a shanty. I see how negative people can be, that's why I brush if they ask if I got a plan me, it's at a surface level. They understand me, I overstand this family, I'm perspicacious. I have about 12 personas I use to call them. Sometimes I'm the party style. Sometimes people border me when I sense a taker. I make sure they think there's nothing more to me. I'm a shapeshifter, you see, I'm perspicacious. Because in this life, you must have the perspicacity to sniff out the audacity of people saying they love you, but take it from me gradually. I see it from a mile away, so naturally, I'm perspicacious. Can you make some noise if you know what perspicacious means? There you go.
Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. Folks, on deck, we have Lily Redwood. They're coming up to the mic now. Please keep that energy going for Lexi Legend.
What are you afraid of? I just want to hold you.
so that the sharp kiss of my steel can split the seams of your spine, vertebra by bulbous bar. Fear said she wouldn't play xylophones with my ribcage tonight. Said she wouldn't dance like a cobra weighing up its prey the moment before the strike. Said she wouldn't strike until the moment was right, until I was ripe. Fangs gnashing, fork tongue flickering. She is drowning on the moistness of her saliva. And I give in to her, always so weak-willed when it comes to her. And I just want to be naked. And as I scrutinize my reflection there, I realize it's easy to peel off pieces of clothing because it's no longer a sacred thing. But I'm dying to be the being I was in the beginning. I want to see the source. I want to touch the source. Me imagine it will look like a nova star. A cataclysm of sparks flying, burnt orange, electric blues, and red hues. So, me inhale brave and exhale fear. I've been lying to you, but more importantly, I've been lying to me. So conditioned by society to be what they want me to be, I don't know how to just be. Fear has been the gatekeeper to my larynx for far too long. I've concocted a formula for fitting in, smiles that strain the structure of my face. This is a standing seaway pattern engraved in the seabed of my skin, and I'm so seasick of going through the motion of nodding to things I don't even agree to. I'm afraid my opinions have grown pleasing, placid, and agoraphobic. I'm afraid to tend to my flock. See you know what I do? I put on the wool. I lie down in the field with me sheep. Burn this body on a peat. Sprinkle me with kerosene so that I may be reborn with no inbuilt simpering alarm. And that voice asked me again, because of course it don't ask me again. What are you afraid of? And this time, me know it's the potential to be powerful beyond all measure.
Folks, we had come to the penultimate, genuinely no words. They have all of the words. We have come to our penultimate poet of the evening. So on deck, we've got Tina Setterholm. But coming up to the mic right now, I want you to give all of your love for Lily Redwood.
Shit, mum. You're a shit mum. You don't get shit done. You just don't fit, mum. You're a shit mum. Shit mum. You're always late, mum. Why don't you have more mates, mum? You can't even bake, mum. You're a boring mum. You should play more with your kids, mum. You're never any fun, mum. You should go out for a run, mum. You forgot the sunscreen in the suns, mum. The pack of tissues in your bag, mum. Unresolved issues in your past, mum. Always shouting at your kids, mum. Can't hold it down, mum. Keep losing your shit, mum. You're a shit mum, angry mum, selfish mum, scary mum. You haven't done the washing, mum. There's nothing in the fridge, mum. No food for packed lunch, mum. No organic homemade fucking snacks, mum. You missed the school assembly, mum. And what about the world, mum? Is fucking burning to the ground, mum. What have you done, mum? Mum. You fucked it up again, mum. Hold on. It's not you that's broke, mum. This system's got you in a chokehold, mum. Time to call the bullshit, mum. The dehumanization of institutions, the unreal expectations, the pressure and the isolation, the lack of access to information, poor provision of free childcare, underfunded social welfare, unpaid parental leave. We are only as good as the support we receive. Support needs to meet nuance and intersectionality, empower each individual's capacity. There's only one thing that's shit around here, Mum, and that's the fucking capitalist patriarchy. You don't need to buy that shit, Mum. You're enough just as you are, Mum. I love you as you are, Mum. You're allowed to make mistakes, Mum. Don't be afraid to ask for help, Mum. You can't do it on your own, Mum. You are not alone, Mum. You don't have to do it on your own, Mum. Find your networks of support, Mum. Let friendships build your nest, Mum. Time to get some rest, Mum. You can only do your best, Mum. Give yourself a hug, Mum. You deserve a high five, Mum. It's a gift to be alive, Mum. So come on, shine your light, Mum. Yes, Mum, yes, Mum. Resilient, Mum. Amazing, Mum. Fucking beautiful and brave, Mum. Your softness is your strength, Mum. You're learning what you need, Mum. Tell them what you need, Mum. Change is never easy, Mum. Go gentle on yourself, Mum. This is you becoming whole, Mum. Whole, Mum. You are already whole.
Folks, we have come to our final poet of the first round, and that means our final poet who you're going to see slamming tonight. So please, build that applause back up. Keep it going as we welcome to the stage, Tina Satterhall!
Evolutionarily, I'm on the extinction list. By now, I should have gutted out 10 babies and, dehydrated by each raging placenta, shriveled into a charred husk of umbilical cord. My last sacrifice to decompose myself into some sort of compost. But no, I'm still here, shaking my obsolete feminist credentials towards anyone who doesn't mistake them for a bus pass. The neurotic thrum of my 20s, oh, please, please, please don't let me be pregnant. And the howl of my 30s, oh God, why can't I stay pregnant? Have winnowed into the void of forever. I'm in a brief window of fucking when I feel like it, with no planning involved, no taking of personal responsibility, no ovulation cycle or calendar to tick, when I catch myself hurling a saucepan at an innocent wall fueled by the bile from the dregs of my liver, and it strikes me, with a 2-ton migraine, that Sybil, as I call her, is back. The subtle patches which tattoo my buttocks are no longer secreting their soothing siren song into my skin. They've been incinerated by the rancid breath of this lizard who's chameleoned herself back into dragon. A dragon who roars and drowns simultaneously. A tyrant of Wells-founded self-pity. She actually knows some shit, but no one is listening, least of all the doctor. So this roasting of viscera must take place privately beneath a beige cardigan from Marks and Spencer. I thought I'd passed through this portal, graduated to witch or crone, shimmer sheathed in charisma, enticing fresh-skinned princes back to my lair, an inexorable and carefree march into old and filthy disgrace. But they couldn't let it be a journey. It had to be another motherfucking cycle. On fire, doused, on fire, doused, on fire. A screaming, lacerating rebirth.
Damn. Damn, what a slam lineup. Guys, can we have a massive round of applause for every single slammer you just saw? Man, I feel real bad for our judges. Casey's looking at me like, why did you make me do this? Why? Never again. You're never booking me again. I'm so sorry, Casey. I'm so sorry. Yeah, they're going to have their work cut out for them. As I said at the start, judging art is a goofy thing to do. Every single slammer we just saw was absolutely phenomenal, knock it out of the park stuff. So thank you so much, every single poet, for being here tonight. Guys, we are going to take a very quick 15-minute break to allow the poets to breathe and pee, to allow you to breathe and pee, and to allow us to do some maths. Just very quickly, poets and judges, can I just ask you to stay here very quickly to do a wee cast photo before you run off and breathe and pee. During the break, guys, tell a poet that you love them. We love money, but we also thrive on validation. So buy some books and give a poet a hug if they would like a hug and tell them how awesome their work is. But for now, please go be free. We will see you back here in 15 minutes for the second half.
Welcome back to the second half of Loud Poets. Please clap your hands, stamp your feet, and make some noise for your host and compere, Kevin McLean.
I am still not Kevin McClay.
Welcome back to the...
Or Jason Bailey.
One of these days we will make backup videos in case more people break their feet. But today is not that day. Guys, did you have a good break? Did you do a pee? I was like, no one's going to respond to that. Yes, audience, you are well trained in the art of the panto. Well done. Guys, what a freaking first half. Like, I am just absolutely blown away by every single poet who took the stage tonight. I was speaking to some folks and saying at the half, like, it is the greatest joy as someone who puts on poetry nights to put on a night like this where we have no idea what folks are going to perform, and then they come out with brilliant work that is so diverse stylistically and in terms of content, and I'm so blown away. So can we just have a massive round of applause for everyone who performing and the top. That being said, we get to the very unfortunate reality that we have to judge them. The judges are pissed. Not in the British sense. I just love poems, man. It's just freaking metaphors. No, they're furious at me for making them do this. That was an incredibly difficult slam to judge. And the scores are incredibly tight. So in a moment, I am going to read out the 6 poets who have made it through to the next round. But I just want to say to every single poet, slams are a crapshoot, a different night, different poets, different judges, the judges not being pissed. And you're going to get a totally different result, right? So if you do not get through to the rest of the slam, please do not feel discouraged. Every single one of you is freaking phenomenal. One final round of applause for our audience for now. So Birmingham, we're going to try our experiment again. We're going to see if you can get through this list without applauding. It gets harder as we go forward. So I'm going to read out the poets who have made it through to the next round in the order in which they will be appearing. We reverse the order for the second round, just for fairness and to shake shit up. So Birmingham, are you ready to hear your slammers who have made it through? All right, so in the second round, appearing in this order, we have Tina Setterholm, Kate Ireland, Jodie Ann Bickley, Henry Madd, Hannah Burrows, and Bradley Taylor. Massive round of applause. Genuinely one of the most difficult slams to judge. Every single poet fucking phenomenal. I am so excited to watch this back and see more of every single poet. We are recording it, so please do join us on the YouTube channel and watch it back afterwards. To give the poets who are through to the second round a moment to breathe and frantically run through their poems, we are going to have another piece from our tremendous sacrificial poet for the evening. So please give it up, give all of the love for the phenomenal Casey Bailey!
Find a new place to hang this noose. Start killing those who have already killed themselves, like they haven't suffered enough already, carried enough already, died enough already. To label somebody a coward when they are no longer here to represent themselves has to be the worst cocktail of cowardice and hypocrisy that I've ever tasted. Maybe he did it because he saw no hope in this life. Maybe they did it because their only hope is that another life would follow. I always thought the most difficult multiple choice questions are the ones where you feel like all of the answers could be right. Gravity is pulling us all down. And just because bricks fall faster than feathers, it doesn't mean they're weaker. They just carry more weight. A man who looked young but aged with a face like distressed furniture once told me that the greatest misconception around suicidal people is the thought that they want to die. Nobody wants to die. The issue is not everybody wants to live either. The most difficult multiple choice questions are not the ones where you feel like all of the answers could be right. The most difficult multiple choice questions are the ones where you are sure that none of the answers are right. And then you have to choose one anyway. Thank you.
Be back on the line.
Casey once made my mother cry with a poem, but I still kind of hold it against you, Casey. Tremendous work, such beautiful depth in Casey's work. And please do check out, in addition to poetry, Casey also releases music. It is stunning, so please do check that out. Guys, are you ready for the second round of the slam? Then I will waste no more time. On deck, we have Kate Ireland, but coming up to the stage now, please give all your love for Tina Centerhall.
After all the screaming, pushing, tearing, the moment of elation as she emerges, scarlet, squalling, while everyone else kisses, embraces, stiffens. She is rushed away, and the room holds its breath. The consultant approaches, trying to pull his face out of the grimace and into a kind of smile as he clasps your hand and says, "I'm sorry that you have just given birth to a poet." "Let me explain," he says. "She will not be like other people, ever. She will be the kind of child that you encourage to be herself and then bitterly regret it when she does just that. Is there any history of poetry in the family?" "Ah, a grandfather who wrote limericks and an aunt who dabbled in haiku, yes. This is a common mutation. Let's pray it's not a severe strain and she's only occasionally subject to wild fantasies and intermittent depression. Rest assured, we will do our utmost to help you manage her creative predilections. You'll need to keep her away from fountain pens and notebooks, give her plenty of robust exercise, and above all, teach her the benefits of a proper day's work, for poets are an idle lot. After all, it is unlikely that she will be any good. You can steer her away from a poet's life of debt, insanity, and promiscuity by encouraging her to take up an admin role at a university or art gallery. When she complains about there being something missing, suggest Prozac, even homeopathy. After her divorce, Her midlife crisis will involve slipping into some no woman's land of dreaming, scheming, and a second career as a life coach or creative writing tutor, where she will teach other poets to become creative writing tutors. Let her. It will act as an anesthetic. You see, this syndrome, it's incurable. Whatever you do, whatever treatment we prescribe, she will keep trying to be a poet. Remember, you didn't do anything wrong. Do your best to love her anyway. There's still a chance that one day she will cause you to be proud.
Keep that applause going. Keep it building up. On deck, we have Jodie Ann Beckley coming up to the mic. Please give on your life again.
Slams are tough, and I feel like I have so much love and so much respect for every single poet who writes about things that are difficult, who writes about things that stick in our guts and that are hard. This is something that so many poets make look so slick and easy, and that is a craft. But ultimately, so many poets are, it is a difficult thing, especially when it is work that is work of resistance and work that is speaking out against things that are so incredibly hard. So can we just have a huge round of applause for Kate and for everyone else who's doing it work? I'm going to do a wee thing that we like to do, especially at our open mics when something's been tough, which is that I'm going to invite everyone to collectively take a breath together. So inhale. Let it out. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for sharing all of this. Folks, are you ready to hear some more poems? Cool. All right, brilliant. Well, we will get this rolling again. So I want you to start bringing that love back into the room. Not like it ever left. Start bringing that energy back. On deck, we're going to have Henry Mad, but coming up to the mic now, please give it up for Jodie Ann Beckley.
Hold tight. Well, it'll be all right. I promise you this time. I'd make you a house out of matchsticks just to call you mine. But if you didn't like it, didn't think it was pretty, I'd burn it all down and construct a whole city. See, some may say this is a final act of desperation, but I'd do it 100 times over without any hesitation. Because you, my dear, you've got me right in the heart. It wasn't a gradual process though, you had me from the start. You ain't no Jerry Maguire, you didn't have me at hello, but this idyllic picture you've drawn me, it's one to challenge Vincent van Gogh. This heart, it's full of sellotape, has a tendency to break. The feeling you give me, it's like when you take poppers, just without the headache. You fascinate me, which scares me a little, as not many hold my attention. I mean, there have been others, just nobody important enough to mention. On CSI last night, I said we look for the differences in each other to prove we are alien, but Grissom got it wrong this time. With you, I'm just at home. I don't mean that you're the knob, and I'm the door. I just mean when it comes to you, I couldn't love anybody more. Yes, maybe your void could be filled by another, but to be honest, sweetheart, I doubt we'd feel the same about each other. You're my moment of madness, my brush with the insane. With one action, you fix the world and make it perfect again. I don't know how you do it, but it's better than anyone ever did. I'm 36, but with you, I feel like an 11-year-old kid. Hide and seek, take sleeping lions and hopscotch, let's watch. As the sun gives way to the stars and we'll spend the next few hours mistaking aeroplanes for Mars. With you, I could spend days, and weeks would go quicker. You're like looking at a blank sky and then noticing the Big Dipper. This feeling, sicker than any I've had before. You've got me consumed, but still, I'm offering you more. From my frazzled hair, Down to the part where you've got me weak at the knees. I'm asking, please, keep me, complete me, possibly discreetly, like when people say, do you love her? I'll give a head nod at first, and that's fine because falling absolutely, it can take time. But I'd wait around forever for you. It's sad, but it's true. And just some silly brummy girl saying, can I love you? The odds are I couldn't love anybody more. As I've stated that already once before, yes, this heart is full of sellotape and rips from a few, but I'm sure I could manage to make a space for you. If there really isn't, I've tried to fix it too soon, I'll need a lot of helium. Brace my heart with a balloon. So the love I have for you can fill it to the brink and fly us to the top of the city in a blink. If that didn't work, I'd trade my heart for the moon. I'd get rid of the helium from this big old balloon. We'd be higher than the world and the mountains and the sea. As I said, I'm pretty scared of flying, but I'm all right if you're with me. We'll go and get some stars and put them in our pockets. Go and get some more once I've built my matchstick rockets. Like this sonnet, it's not perfect, but my only audience is all of you. And I just want you to know that what I've said is really true. I'd grab the moon from the sky if I could throw it through the door, and I'd throw meteors at those who would hurt you before. But I don't have any meteors and I don't have a spaceship, so I was possibly being unrealistic when I mentioned that trip. Just know that I mean it. Every word and every bit. If I could, I'd give you the whole wide world. And I'd write your name on it. Thank you.
Hey. If no, I'm gonna stop. Please keep that applause going. On deck, we've got Hannah Throws for coming up to the mic now. Give all the love for Henry Mack.
I like mayonnaise. No, I really like mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise, that would be weird. But I do like mayonnaise. I like it so much, I want to be just like it. Like I am globulous white. Like I lack definition, I lack form, a backbone. I am a bad decision on my own. I'm adapting to the space I'm in, just slow. Guess it takes me a while to catch up. I am stuck. I am stuck in a squeezy bottle or jar. I am jarring sometimes. I am not hard. I am hard to clean up off the floor. I am the cause of the cleanup in aisle 3. I make people awkward as they step over my body. I am normally found in the kitchen. I am the child of unlikely ingredients. My mother was the daughter of turbulence and vinegar. My father, the son of hard-boiled silences with soft centers. When they met, they emulsified their differences, and this is all they've got. I'm a non-reversible reaction, non-refundable once opened. I'm 1,000 white lies in a trench coat. I am lily-livered, white line, middle of the road. I am trying to be to everyone's taste and failing. I've got very few reasons to be complaining. I am an overworked metaphor that escalated. I am eating nothing but mayonnaise out of the jar for 3 days straight. I am a cry for help, and sometimes it feels like I'm living in hell. Mans. I am turning drowning into a joke. Even Joey said I was a ghost. I'm not invited to your Sunday roast. I am a bad decision on my own, and I am not subject matter for a poem. I'm not subject matter for a poem.
We have come to the penultimate poet of the second round. So on deck, we've got Bradley Taylor, but please give all the love for Hannah Burrows.
This poem is dedicated to my best friend Thea and to Trans Joy. We fit to each other like the wrong side of a jigsaw. Painting the picture ourselves as we slot into hugs, my binder, your boobs. It's almost funny how we've switched since we first met. But there is something holy in that. A healing I never knew I needed. For the child who never knew that healing existed, there is healing in your expert hands. Smoking out my eyeliner to the exact right level of androgyny so I walk out of the room feeling like a forest fire. And there is love in our bedroom floor fashion shows. I unpack every single dress I own. Light captures on the dusty mirror where your legs in tights reflect behind mine. There is something deeper in this exchange. Gold light on bare shoulders, the way you and I both look down to ask, do you like my bralette? It's okay to look. And it's okay to watch you trying on dresses, seeing them sit on you in a way they never quite did on me. I like the way one in particular settles around you. Tight cut and grey with your flame bright hair. You look like a comet crashed to earth in my room. I used to be so scared of changing in front of other girls. Like a room full of suns I couldn't look at directly, so I never got to experience the simple joy of this moment until now. Watching you slide silk up your legs, zipping you up, stepping back to take in the picture, then giving you the mirror all to yourself. Every action that I infuse with love because you never got to experience the simple joy of trying on dresses on a bedroom floor. Finding the fits you love the most, cinching the robes of new femininity. They fit you well, I say, and I'm right. You look so beautiful right now. So beautiful. You have always been this beautiful. You chose your name without knowing it means goddess. I think that was the universe telling you exactly who you are. Thank you.
Folks, we have one more poet in the second round, so please keep that applause going and build it up as we welcome you, Mike Bradley Taylor.
Doom scrolling through Instagram at 4:02 a.m. again. Jimpik dog. Jimpik. Independent business closing down due to financial crisis. Mooding the hippo getting spanked in a bath. Very demure, very mindful. Easy cooking recipes for one that you'll never use. A photo from the 90s when everything was great. Nigel Farage gets assassinated via milkshake. Big orange twat in America nearly gets assassinated. Bet you wish that had happened now. Jimpik. Dying planet. Dickhead with mummy issues. Influencer paid to advertise sex toys, caption you must barracks on it crazy style. Jimpik, burial, dying planet. Independent business opening up with that last one closed down. Dead celebrity apology, dead dog. Kate Nash selling pictures of her own ass just to do her own job. Jimpik, video from a gig that you missed. Recommended posts. You think, oh, actually that's quite interesting, yeah, thank you very much. How the fuck did you know that? Jimpik, dying planet. Infographic how half our current governments are literal criminals. Yes, even now, comments on this post have been limited. Endless war, comments on this post have been limited. AI generator was Anderson, Schindler's List. AI generator was Anderson, Harry Potter. Fuck you, JK, love you, Daniel. AI generated Frida Kahlo. AI generated family big, Pedro, Pascal. And Paul Mescal on holiday together in Morocco, I can only imagine. And then Piers Morgan with the headline that you want to click, millionaires in a submarine, fucking great idea. Jimpik, get a pig, rest in peace. Childhood dog, Kendrick's got beef with the well-known nods. Kendrick takes over the Super Bowl. Taylor Swift serves cunt at the Super Bowl. Taylor Swift jets around the whole wide world. Taylor Swift releases an album that's... But it's all right. So... The Zoompa Loompas ring rampant around Glasgow. Get that one girl an acting job pronto. Jimpik studio. Give me foot pics for free. Nazi salute on live TV. Jimpik, burial. Jimpik, blood, dick pic, and then your friend, who you forgot to reply to again. And the king's enlarged prostate lingers over the BBC News. Comments about me, comments about you. It's Meghan's fault. Good representation in Hollywood. What's that kid from Stranger Things said again? And then your friend, who you forgot to reply to again. And all the cheddar cheese is security tagged in Tesco, and all the rich white kids go, Jenny Lecky, Jenny Lecky, Jenny Lecky, Butty B, Cosy Livy cried, dry Jan, wet leg, whatever happened to them, eh? Are they just another industry plant, mate? Just another industry plant, just like Lola Young and the last dinner party. Have you seen my houseplants, by the way? Die houseplant, die planet. See my 18 plus content here. Username 24701218889. Oh. It's your friend who you forgot to reply to once again. Stop scrolling and reply to the friend. Thank you very much.
Folks, can we just have a massive round of applause for every single poet in the second row?
Phenomenal stuff. I am moving to Birmingham, apparently. Y'all are freaking incredible. What a caliber of slam. We have one round left, so we will be going from 6 poets down to 3, and we need a little bit of time to allow Mark to run around. I'm not drawing attention to Mark creeping around in the darkness, about to do his maths. So round of applause for Mark doing the maths, please. Poor Mark has to be one of the few poets in this universe with any sort of mathematical skills. So we're like, do it. Do the sums for us. And he does, because he's lovely. Folks, as I mentioned earlier, there is a special element to the final round of the slam in that we have live musical accompaniment. So can you please join me in welcoming to the stage our absolutely wonderful live musician, Mr. Jack Hanks. Jack has been accompanying poets at our shows for, is it 10 years now? Is it exactly 10 years you've been going with us? Nearly a full. Nearly a full wee while. He's phenomenal. And yeah, I was saying to the poets before the show, best thing is to let Jack follow you. He's tremendous at his work. The other thing that you may see our poets doing is that they are going to have the chance to give Jack 3 words to prompt what kind of musical accompaniment they want to their poem. Those could be any 3 words. So you may hear that as well. To give Mark a little bit of time to keep totting up those scores, Jack, should we give a wee example of how this round works? 3 words. Lonely Hope Furt. That's going to be the new title now. I don't even like the title. On the nights you are lonely enough to hold your own hand, clutch your knuckles tight, when your palms are empty clamshells, cracked and dry on the beach, missing their pearls when your mind whirls. With the same old fantasies, lover after lover in technicolor projected onto tired eyelids, reel after reel, you wishing they were real. When you scuttle the sidewalk, like a naked hermit crab seeking a shell, when the swell of your dreams, that surging wild tide meets leathees and breaks, when the aches are perennial. On the nights when your heart is a bitter lemon you have squeezed nearly dry, when you have to play marionette with your own bones to keep them moving, when your shoulders creak like the hinges to doors you cannot open anymore, when you are barricaded on the wrong side. Know this. Know that candles need matches to ignite, and that stars are not bright without open eyes to see them. Know that white is not the absence of all color, but the sum, in that the blank page holds all the letters you have yet to write. Know that that girl treasures your voice in her ear, because with you she hears the ocean through your conch shell lips. Know that the measure of you is in more than inches and stones. Know that you are not alone. Know that the net is stronger for its knots, that you are not a missed stitch but a pearl. Know that the curl of your sleeping body is the question mark to to someone else's answer. Know that some doors are pull, not push, and that some doors will keep revolving until you catch them. Know that love is not a race, not a finish line, not a cold gold medal, not something to bite into just to see if it is real. Know that your heart was there to beat, not to be beaten. And when you meet that boy who holds your lemon heart in his hand like it is a fresh peach, who draws from you sweet lemonade when all you thought you could be was sour, know that lemons, wired together, create power, electricity dripping from their circuitry. Know that the sparks in your heart could light up a home, that you are not alone. So anyway, Loud Poets, we've got a great YouTube channel that you can check out. There's lots of stuff going on, and yeah, I'll just keep waffling. No, I have the scores, or not the scores. I've got the 3 poets in my pocket. But before I read them out, I just want to reiterate just how absolutely phenomenal every single poet has been. Can we get a massive round of applause for all of your second round poets, all of the fights you worked to see? Okay, so your 3 poets for the final round. Y'all ready to hear them? All right, reading in this order. And you know what, Birmingham? Y'all have been amazing tonight, so I'll let you clap after every single one. All right, yeah, you've earned it. You've earned it. Your 3 poets in the final round of the Loud Poets Birmingham Slam are... Little drum roll, please, Josh. We're gonna have Bradley Taylor, Hannah Bruce,
Classic rounding applause again for all of your colleagues.
Oh boy. Okay, Jack, you ready for this round? You feeling good? You ready to hear some bunkers 3-word phrases?
Always.
All right.
Wildest you can, throw me off the stage.
Throw Jack off. That's a challenge. All right, poets. That's all. Oh, that's all good. We are missing one of our poets. What we may do then, poets, is reverse the order then. Would that be okay? You're thinking, should we move on to our second poet? Yeah? Is that all groovy with you? Coming around the back. Okay, what we're gonna do, because just to keep the night rolling, is we will move on to our next poet. Is that okay with you, Hannah? Amazing. All right. So on deck, we're gonna have Henry Mad. But coming up to the mic, please start making some noise, guys, for your final round. Give it up. The hell. 3 words. 3 words for me. Go. What are those 3 words?
We were in the middle of it.
Hit him. Well.
Small content warning for references to being in psychiatric units. This poem is called Revolving Door Patience. Your palm meets mine, matched sweat for sweat with hesitance, put skin soft as mornings, trading linoleum for drought-starved grass, trading running in circles for pushing against glass. Do you think we can begin again? I mean, really, this time. Your palm meets mine. matched smudge for smudge on windows crash-proofed by silhouettes of birds in flight. Once more, you explode into my life, and I am new again. Skin soft as morning, dew slick and real as breathing with you. As evening in Victoria Park when we both eat well, do you think we can begin again? Really, I mean, I've nightmared 100 dreams of the 100 days we spent behind glass. Microscoped but unflinching. Hands matched reach for reach. I think to know you is to be beginning. And if a world is set spinning by new mistakes, if our only option is to be revolving doors, then I dream us a carousel of catching each other. Thank you.
Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal stuff. Can I just have a wee check? Do we have Bradley Taylor in the house? We do. Brilliant. All right, you will be our final poet in this last round. So, folks, coming up to the mic now, please start giving all your love, giving all the noise for Henry Matty.
They can be public words, they can be polyglots. Zullen och Hermandy. This is I hate you. Okay. Stop.
Sometimes I find it easiest to breathe when my head's underwater. But it seems strange to admit enjoying such a simple pleasure when the world is in a very weird place right now. And right now has lasted a while. And if I'm honest, it feels like all my friends are drowning in their own unique way, like we're all doing some synchronized, out-of-time flailing routine in the pool without a lifeguard, or maybe the lifeguard is drowning next to us. I don't know who the lifeguard is meant to be in this metaphor, but I do know they've been made to jump in the pool in year 6 in our pajamas to rescue a phone brick. Did not prepare us for this. And maybe none of this would have happened if we'd all just stayed in the sea with the horseshoe crabs and the kelp and never bothered to flop onto land only to end up drowning here a few billion years later. But then we wouldn't have had things like roast potatoes and saxophones and really good hugs. But I'm struggling to decide whether or not it was worth it or not, because last year my friend became a face on a missing person poster that we had to take down a week later. And I still don't know which part of that process hurt more. And a week later, I saw another person's missing poster being shared, and I don't understand how so many of us can go missing in a world where we are so closely monitored. Like, you know, there's even apps which track you sleeping, which I don't think we need, but I do think we need to learn to hold each other a little more tightly, maybe, even though it hasn't been proven to stop people leaving. In fact, sometimes the opposite. And it's really hard to hold on to someone when you're using both arms to tread water. And there's always the fear you might just end up dragging them down with you. But then there's those ants. You know, the ones that make a raft out of their collective bodies when they meet water and take it in turns to float or go under, so maybe we could do something with that. Or maybe we do what whales did and just return to the sea and learn to get really good at sinking and grow big enough to admit our mistakes. And maybe that's why sometimes I find it easiest to breathe with my head's underwater. It's like coming home.
Guys, I want you to keep that applause going. I want you to keep this energy warm and building at this Rivasa, the farmer poem. Please give it up for Bradley Taylor.
Okay, mates. anger, regret, and light. So there I was in my local pub here in Birmingham called the British Oak. I was there in full drag, leather corset and fishnets up me crack, and the guy who bullied me at school came up to me in the smoking area and he asked me for a lighter. This is how it went. Oi! 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 You got a light, mate? I said, if you got a light, mate, here. Feel straight, you see, mate, I've just done one. I've been Mrs. Father's cousin's brother's dog, mate, 'cause I don't usually smoke, mate. I've had a drink, see, mate, and I'm on the laugh with the lads, see, mate. And all that, it's allowed to kick, and you're teaching this old dog new tricks. So, you got a light, mate? I said, have you got a light, mate? Here. For me, wait. Don't I know you? And you, that dickhead kid from down the road from days, mate. The one who was always shouting shop suit to sixth form was the only boy in the drama class. Yeah, that's you, mate. The one who got buried out in the snow when you were in year 7, get chased down by us Euro leggings. Good times, eh, mate? And it's good to see you, mate. And if you got a light for your old mate, or maybe even a vape, I said, have you got a light, mate? Got a light? 'Cause I swear you used to have one, right within your eyes, glowing like headlights. I saw it when you did your one-man performance of Mamma Mia in year 7, when you sucked off, net on with that boy behind the bins in year 11, and we caught chat. Been nearly a decade now, hasn't it, mate? And all those years just ran straight by us, like I used to be able to on the pitch. Do you see me motoring outside, mate? Little Ford Focus, mate. You know, at night I like to turn off the lights, and I rub right up against it. Gets me about town, see, mate. Past all these old furniture shops and cuddy houses, to craft beer bars, I fucking hate them, mate. Can't beat your local, can you? Local like me and you, mate. And how is your mother, mate? Is she well? Yeah, mine passed about 2 years ago now, mate. Family had been the same since, but at least we've got all those years to hang on to, eh, mate? Like those charcoal portraits, plus Moidy made us do in year 8. Mine done with a smudged it, brain all over the place, apparently a self-portrait. I said, if you got a light, mate, and get your lads if you mates, I can't see straight, and all these memories are just flooding straight through. I said, have you got a light, mate? 'Cause I swear me and you used to have one right within our eyes. Faded slowly, didn't it, mate? Now I got 2 dead dogs for divorce and to be ever wide their belts. And you're still wearing the same old suits. So you got a light, mate. Clean could both do with one, couldn't we? And him, Kay holding in the corner, and them holding the hand of a stranger. And all of us who forgot the light was ever there, shivering now in the uncertainty. 'Cause we're all just trying to be, aren't we? Something or someone. Is that what you're trying to be now, Whit? And you know what, mate? I know you've got a light. You know why, mate? 'Cause I can see it in you still. And if I can still see it in you, mate, maybe, just maybe, I can still see it in me. So if you got a light, mate, 'cause I don't usually smoke, but tonight, I'm fucking desperate. Thank you.
Can we also get a massive round of applause for Mr. Jack Hill? And also for the lighting crew who were getting in on the fun there. That was some brilliant stuff. Man, what a phenomenal final round to cap off what has been just an incredible slam. Can we have a massive round of applause? Again, I know your hands are probably sore, but for all of our poets this evening. Hot damn. As Mark frantically does that last final bit of maths, I just want to tell you guys a little bit more about where you can find more of our stuff. As I mentioned at some point earlier today, we have a YouTube channel. We are filming everything now. Hello, future Katie, who's going to have to do closed captions for this exact moment and resent myself in the future. Yeah, we close caption all of the slams and we put them out in full for free on our YouTube channel. So you can watch back this. You can watch back every single slam that was part of this series. And we will also be putting out our Grand Slam final, which will take place in August in Edinburgh. So you can watch along, see the competition, as it were, and cheer on your champion, whoever that may be. If you are interested in coming to the final, we're going to be posting up information about that. We're super excited. It's really great for us, being based up in Scotland, to be able to host massive poetry events up there. And to get folks from all over Scotland and all over England now as well to gather in that one place and find that community. So if you find yourself up in Edinburgh in August, please do join us for that.
if you're a poet and you're like, this seems terrifying yet strangely exciting and fun, join in. It would be awesome to have you. We have more slams in this series. So this is only the third one out of 10. We've got a bunch more all over Scotland. We've got Aberdeen coming up. Dumfries, St. Andrews is our next one. Oh boy. Where else are we going, Jack? We're going so many places. Inverness, we're going as well. And then in England, we are going to be in London in June and in Bradford in July. So if you folks are interested, if maybe you put your name in the hat tonight and didn't get drawn and you're like, I still want to slam, join us. Please do come along to any one of those slams. It would be absolutely amazing to have you there. Yes, we do more stuff. Mark is still mathing. So what else can I tell them, Jack? What else do we do that's exciting? We do workshops on the YouTube channel. Those are fun. You can hear me telling you about villanelles. All very good. We love a good villanelle. And yeah, there's lots of good groovy stuff. Oh, he's standing up. Oh boy. Oh, is he gonna do a silly walk? Is he gonna do a very silly walk towards me right now? For like 3 people who watch wrestling being like, I know what's going on here. Okay. Folks, what we normally do at these slams is we get the former champion of the location to pass on the belt to the new champion. This is our first ever Birmingham slam, obviously, so we do not have a former champion. So what I'd like to do, if it's all right with you, Casey, would you mind coming up as our sacrificial to present the belt? Would that be all right? One more round of applause for Mr. Casey Bailey.
Somebody's like phone right now. Worry about me.
Just Casey. All about Casey. Oh, you got both of the photographers. Hot damn. You did in our hearts, Casey. Folks, are you ready to find out who your Loud Poets Birmingham Slam champion is? All right, we do a little gang of Loud Poets that we like to call the Loud Rumble. So what I want you to do is I want to start those feet tapping. I want to start the hands going on your knees. I want to start that energy building up as we congratulate the new Loud Poets Birmingham Slam champion. It's Henry Matt. And someone who's having fun with the bell as well. I was saying before, our last 2 champions are both tiny, tiny humans. And if they had tried putting it around their waist, it would have fallen to the floor. Yeah, guys, what a freaking slam. This has been such a joy. Please do stick around at VERVE all weekend. It is phenomenal, the amount of stuff going on. I know at some point, I don't know whether it's Friday or Saturday, we've got the big gay poetry night coming up. Yes, super excited for that. So which day is it? Saturday night, yes. There's so many phenomenal events. Please do stick around. Please go see those. As you are leaving today, check out the bookstore. There's so many amazing books, and tell a poet that you love them, because hot damn, tonight was incredible. Follow Henry and his journey to Edinburgh. Support your champ. With that said, can we just have a massive round of applause for every single poet who performed tonight? Can we have a round of applause for your judges, Casey, Stuart, and Mark? Round of applause for Mr. Jack Hanks. We're the folks in the tech booth. For hosting us tonight. My name is Katie Ailes. This has been the Loud Poets Birmingham Slam Heat. Good night!
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please help us share it with more people by clicking the like button down below. If you want to see more videos like it, well, there should be one on your screen right now. Click that and you can head right there. Or you can subscribe to the channel. Make sure to ring the bell icon for notifications and you will never miss another video we put out. If that's not enough for you, well, good news. We have over 50 full-length Loud Poet shows that you can get access to, either by joining us over on the Patreon page or by becoming a member right here on YouTube. All you need to do is click the join button down below. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next time.